This demonstration is of an inward curve. The purpose of an inward curve is used in sewing anytime that there is a curve. The main thing I want you to know with a curve is how to clip your curve. The first thing you're going to do is cut 2 pieces of your inward curve. You will place them with right sides together, and then for ease of sewing, I'm going to have you guys mark on 1 centimeter of the curve so you can set your stitch or your seam gauge to 1 centimeter, and you can mark around the curve, and that is the line that you will follow while sewing, and it will be just a little bit easier than actually using the presser foot. So right now I'm just placing a line that is about 1 centimeter or 1/2 inch, works good too, around my curve, and this is the line that I'm going to follow. Alrighty, so the first thing you're going to do is load this into your machine. It is helpful to put a couple pins in, one on the side, one on the other side, and again you have right sides together at this point, and then you could put one on the curve to hold it in place, but not necessarily needed. Alright, you're going to load this in your machine, and you're going to sew forward, back stitch, okay, you will pivot to get you on your line. And again, the best thing with the curve is to just go slow. You're gonna have to be moving that fabric to stay on that line as best you can. And pull pins out as you go on the curve. Once you get to the top of your stitch, needle down, pivot, and you will backstitch. Here's the important part when you are doing curves in your pattern. The next step is to clip your curves. You can do that one of 2 ways, and if you don't feel comfortable doing it with your big shears, you could do it with my small embroidery scissors. You simply will cut slits in the curve about every centimeter or so. You are cutting up into your seam, but you're not cutting through your seam. Some teachers teach curves, clipping curves, by cutting little V's in your fabric, and again, whatever works for you works for me, but as long as you aren't cutting through that fabric, you're just cutting to the line, okay? Then you can take your side pins out. You will trim all threads to clean it up, and then you are going to turn this right side out just like you would in a normal pattern. And the reason for the clippings is so that it will lay nice and straight. Turn your corners out and then flip your curve. And then you can kind of use your hands to kind of get it to lay straight. Okay, but the purpose of that clipping is to help get your curve to lay straight. KP out.